Good morning and welcome. This is India Today special ground coverage which is coming to you live from Kolkata this evening. We are in the shadow of the Victoria Memorial, the very recognizable landmark of Kolkata. And as earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it was drizzling. Now the sun is back again in the skies of Kolkata. This has been, at least as far as the city of Kolkata is concerned, the impact of Cyclone Yaas yet to be felt. There has been drizzling since morning, but nothing unfortunate to report from here. But let me tell you, the landfall process of the very severe cyclonic storm Yaas has commenced on the coast of Odisha. The landfall is happening between the Dhamra and Balasore areas in Odisha with the wind speed of about 130 to 140 kilometers per hour, gusting up to 155 kilometers per hour. The Indian Meteorological Department has said it will cause maximum damage in Dhamra and Chandbali in Bhadrak and Balasore districts. The Odisha government has evacuated 3.54 lakh people in 7 districts of the state to safer locations. This, as the Meteorological Department has predicted, the cyclone will turn into very severe category. Bhubaneswar, Rourkela, Jasargura Airport in Odisha have been shut. In Bengal, meanwhile, East Midnapore and 24 South Pargana districts will be most affected. The storm is expected to pass through these 2 districts at a speed of 90 to 120 kilometers per hour. Over 11 lakh people have been evacuated in the state of Kolkata, in the state of West Bengal, I beg your pardon, from the coastal regions. In view of the weather warning, flight operations at the Kolkata airport has been suspended till 7:45 p.m. Well, let me very quickly first, play out these reports which were sent a little earlier by my colleagues Kamaljeet Sandhu, who is in Odisha right now at the Balasore area where the landfall process has begun.
Strong tidal waves and extremely gusty winds. This is beyond 150 kilometers per hour. If we can try and show you, the impact here is quite dramatic. These are tidal waves reaching up to 10 feet high. And yes, the area which was swarming with people till some time ago to take selfies is near empty now. So strong winds out here and a danger sign now that the landfall is impacted and is expected any time. Dhamra is around 80 to 100 kilometers away from here, which is the eye of the storm. Balasore, barely few kilometers away, and this is already seeing one of its worst impact here. The trees have been swaying. The tidal waves have been extremely rough. So obviously you can see the impact. There's a lot of friction with the air. We'll try and show you some of the shops out here. These are nearly destroyed because of the strong winds. Few of those people, if you can see the trees up there, you'll know the impact. But some of them still venturing out. These are people who are very concerned about their shops, about their livelihood. But the warning had been given some time back, and let's see. The waves coming almost till where we are, which is almost climbing 10 feet high. And in the next 1 hour, we will see the worst of Cyclone Yaas. Now remember, there are 11 districts in Odisha which are impacted. There was mass evacuation being carried out. Almost 3.5 lakh people, mostly fishermen and those people who were staying in the coastal areas, have been moved back. And that is where they've been kept in the relief centers. But in the times of pandemic, it's a double whammy for this government to deal with social distancing, masking, temperatures check, to ensure safety of all those who've been evacuated, and yet to manage a calamity of this sort. So yes, Cyclone Yaas knocked on the doors. Even in midnight, we saw strong winds gusting, and now this is almost at its peak, and the next 4 to 5 hours will be extremely crucial.
Now, to understand how the intensity of the cyclone is increasing, let me take you back to my colleague Sneha, who will try and give you a sense through this animation of how the currents, in fact, in the sea is increasing because of the cyclone and the kind of impact it is going to have on Odisha and West Bengal. Sneha, over to you.
All right, thanks for that, Ankit. Yes, of course, this is the region which is expected to be worst affected. It's the coast, the northern coast of Odisha essentially, and this is how it looks like at the moment. And it does appear that the devastation is going to be felt in Odisha as far as the worst devastation and the impact of Cyclone Yaas is concerned. Also, what is expected is that the progression is going to be made further towards West Bengal, and that again is expected by tomorrow. There will be parts of the northeast also that's going to see the impact of the cyclone vis-a-vis heavy rainfalls in this region. But the worst affected, like I mentioned, is going to be Odisha, where at 9 a.m. the landfall essentially of the Cyclone Yaas was made. The other regions here also, the coastal belt, this entire coastal belt is on high alert, given the fact that in several areas the wind speeds are up to 130 to 140 km per hour, gusting up to 155 kilometers per hour. The Met Department is saying that it's going to cause maximum damage in Dhamra. Like I said, Odisha is going to be worst hit, and also Chandbali in Bhadrak and Balasore districts. Back to you, Ankit.